Well, hello, friends. It's Audrey from Odds and Ends, and it is time for hashtag Texas Two Step Tuesday, hosted by Susan, and I totally love it. But it is also time for Twinchy Tuesday, hosted by Sassy Southern and Sea Girl. I decided that I was going to make twinchies to go on my project for Texas Two Step. Our prompt for Texas Two Step is Prairie Dust. And basically, that just means we need to use 2 shades of brown and include one natural find, such as a twig, a leaf, a feather, and it can be a paper version of this. It doesn't have to be real, but this is right up my alley. I am a collector of natural little tidbits, and it was absolutely not a no-brainer for me to do this. So let me show you what I came up with. So I'm using my pretty little daily journal that I just do random spreads in. I have these trim floral pieces from something I did last week. I believe it was for the Halloween things that I did, and I had these trim pieces because I needed to make them index card shape and the paper was too wide. Anyway, they're scraps. I had a piece of scrap paper. It ended up making 8 twinchies out of it. It was floral. I added a napkin, decoupaged it, and the napkin also had a border. So 2 halves of the napkin, I used the borders. Then I put the center floral on it, and then the other floral center I put on here. That's what made the base of my 8 twinchies. I had a scrap of homemade paper that had rose or floral petals in it. So that is what the white pieces are that you see here and there. And then I inked up everything in either tea dye or tattered rose. I didn't want to do them all in the same color, so I wanted to give it some variation. I trimmed the solid pieces of paper and the sentiment with my green Dollar Tree metallic brush marker. My sentiment says your time is limited, so don't waste it living someone else's life. Don't be trapped by dogma, which is living with the results of other people's thinking. And that's a Steve Jobs quote. I have my washi date stamp because it's the 19th of May. It's a little bear. He's cute. He matched enough. And then I added dried flowers. You can see some dried flowers here. These were from the sympathy bouquet that I had gotten when my dad passed away from work, and all the flowers are drying in a bowl. So I just grabbed a few of those flowers, and then I added a bunch of different bird feathers. And we have a polka dot. We have some iridescent tipped. It's in green and blue. Another one of those. We have this one. We have a black tip. This one is striped. This one's a purple tip. We have some fuzz here. That's a little bit more fuzz over there. I had a dream of once selling fishing flies, and I bought all these different feathers off of eBay, a huge lot. And then I ended up getting a real job. We moved, and I ended up getting a full-time job. Then I had another baby, and pretty soon that dream just disappeared. And by the time I finally got back to having some free time, the kids were older and I had some free time, and yeah, my eyesight, no, I am not gonna sit under a pair of reading glasses for that long. Not gonna happen. So now I just craft with my feathers. Now, if my husband did some fly fishing and he requested a few, then sure, I would make a few. I'll do a few. I'm not doing hundreds. I'm not doing enough to earn a living. I will just craft with feathers instead. And then I added a few washi fragmented text stickers. These are Paris, London themed, but I didn't really think it mattered. Flowers, leaves, love, this little thing. I like them because they're washi and you can see what's behind them. They're great for layering without feeling too heavy. And I didn't want this page to look heavy. So that is my 8 twinchies and my spread for Texas Two-Step Tuesday Prairie Dust. And I will see you guys soon. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? Actually, tomorrow's going to bring magical masterboards, and I'm going to show you a doll I made in another video tomorrow. Okay? Well, I will talk to you guys later. Have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye now.